Hey everyone, it's Daniel Litwin, the voice of B2B, coming at you from Premio's booth at ISC West 2023. So we've done lots of content here from the show, and now it's time to finally get into the nitty-gritty. We're going to be breaking down each of the products in our Rugged Edge Computing product suite and getting into the specs, the key use cases, and how they tie into some of the larger trends that are shaping the security and surveillance industry. So I'm joined again by Dustin C2, Product Marketing Manager here at Premio. Let's go ahead and jump into the first product that we're going to be given that full detailed breakdown on, and that would be the RCO-1000-EHL. It's the smaller form factor rugged edge computer. Dustin, give us the overview. What are the key specs here of the RCO-1000-EHL?
So the RCO-1000-EHL is our flagship in terms of our Fanless mini PC. This product is actually very compact in size. It actually fits into my palm. But why this product is so beneficial for security and surveillance is because it's acting as a pretty robust and powerful IoT data gateway. And lots of times in the security and surveillance applications, you need to have a pre-processing type of node or a pre-processing type of computer that's been ruggedized and moved into a lot of these remote rugged environments in order to do that pre-processing. How we're able to build the compute architecture again, it's based off x86 architecture, and it's based off Intel's 11th gen Elkhart Lake. Elkhart Lake is a major game changer for SoC silicon because it provides an enormous amount of compute power, more memory, more I/O connectivity, digital and analog, for us to actually manipulate and design a product that's fit for IoT data telemetry. One key difference for this specific product generationally is that it's a 60% performance boost over our RCO-1000-G1900. And that's huge when you're starting to do more pre-processing at such a small form factor. But one key differentiator of the product is what we've introduced is our EDGEBoost I/O modules. As you can see in our EDGEBoost I/O modules, we have the ability for expansion based on our proprietary I/O modules, and this allows you to have either more I/O connectivity, more hardwire connections, whether it be more digital or more analog. What that does is that allows the customer to be very flexible and selective with their I/O, but still maintain a rugged and reliable fanless mini PC. In addition to that, what we do best for a lot of our design is to ensure and look at the product as a whole, right? System reliability is extremely important as you move out to the remote and rugged edge. So we have to be able to test and certify the product under a lot of the safety regulations. So this product carries us, your standard FCC, CE, and most importantly, a UL certification, right? So from safety, we basically have covered all those ends. But from a reliability standpoint, we've also designed the product using our traditional fanless design. And by using a fanless and a cableless design, that allows the product to be ultra rugged, ultra reliable. And when we look at the product as a whole, it needs to be fit for extreme environments. Right. So when we talk about extreme environments, you have a lot of wide temperature. So it goes as low as -40 all the way to 70 C. Shock and vibration, we also look at it from a mil-spec. So specifically mil-spec in 810G, we're able to do 50G shock, 5G RMS on the vibration. And then wide power input. We are able to have different sways in the power input that go from 9 to 36 volt DC. So really, if you're looking for a small form factor fanless mini PC that's able to do a lot of the pre-processing away from the cloud closer to all these IoT gateways, please check out our RCO-1000-EHL or contact one of our sales team members, and they'll give you the full rundown and breakdown on the best industrial computing solution for your needs.
This, along with all the other products we're going to break down, have a lot of modularity, like you explained. There are EDGEBoost I/O modules that Premio has also produced alongside these edge computers that can be swapped in and out depending on the I/O needs of the end user. Obviously, the I/Os that are on here aren't the end-all be-all, but I'm curious if you can just give our audience a breakdown of some of the typical I/Os that are on here and the purposes that they serve.
When you look at a lot of data input, you have to be flexible for the customer application. So in a lot of automation environments, a lot of their infrastructure is still set in a lot of analog. And when I talk about analog, there's on and off triggers for specific sensors, and that runs off either it can be a serial port, right? And that needs to be programmed in RS-232, 45, what have you, right? Specifically for that analog connection. But one most important, another I/O would be digital I/O. digital I/O is huge in automation, industrial automation, for that reason of programming, dumb sensors that just need to have an on and off. But I think most importantly is to balance digital specific type of IOs, whether it be high-speed USB, to really connect more peripheral data into this box alone.
Now, we've talked about various trends that are shaping the industry and how that's manifesting new use cases for edge computing solutions. We look at just the RCO-1000-EHL. What are some of the key use cases that the security and surveillance industry are, looking to deploy this for and are demanding new use cases or something this compact and this rugged?
The key differentiators for this product, number one, are size, the total power that is actually being consumed, and ultimately the expansive I/O. So applications that are going to leverage this the most are in areas, number one, that are rugged, right? That's the system reliability of the product. Sure. But really, again, it's the pre-processing. There's some layer of data that requires the multi-cores of the compute, the memory and the storage, to pre-process that data, analyze that data, run an application before either moving that decision on local the box, or before taking that data, packaging that data, and moving it through the wireless data telemetry back into the cloud or through another micro data center or edge node.
In the future, where do you think the security and surveillance industry is going to need this level of edge computing horsepower, right? Which is, still robust, but it's obviously a little smaller. The form factor is more compact. Where do you see that headed for the industry?
I think low power, multi-core performance, I/O, in a small form factor are always going to be very important. Again, when you go into a lot of these environments, controlling the size of the form factor is extremely important. So for Premio, our engineering team is able to take a lot of those technologies and put that into an off-the-shelf product that an array of applications can use our standard RCO-1000 and Elk Harbor Lake, or our RCO-1000 series, as an off-the-shelf solution.
Nice. All right. Well, I think that does it for the RCO-1000. This is only one of many in the Premio product suite. Where can folks find out more about the RCO-1000-EHL and some of its applications in the security and surveillance space?
Sure. So the best place to get all the information would be our website, www.premioinc.com. We have a pretty robust website that can help you configure all the different components and give you an actual price, and really work with our sales team to find the best solution for your compute needs.
Perfect. All right. Dustin Situ, Director of Product Marketing at Premio, thank you again for your time. And again, folks, I'm Daniel Litwin, the voice of B2B. We'll be back with more product breakdowns here at the Premio booth at ISE West 2023. Don't go anywhere.